What I want to cover today is dealing with the spate of case law from Mr. Justice Mostyn, which has possibly revolutionized the approach to the extent to which we can report on financial remedy judgments. But it's also worth saying what this is not. This is not a debate as to whether or not financial remedy judgments should be fully anonymized or not. That's going on at the very highest level, and it's completely ongoing. We're concerned here also with anonymity and, in effect, a degree of secrecy. That's distinct from privacy, which we'll come on to, and that really features quite strongly in Mr. Justice Mostyn's reasoning. I also want to deal with how to make an application for a reporting restriction order, because whichever way it goes, it seems likely, given this new conversation, that you're going to need to have that up your sleeve going into any final hearing for financial remedies. We then get to the fundamental change, the big shift, which was the 12th of April 2022, when we get Xanthopoulos and Ratshina. Aside from being a case, of course, where Mr. Justice Mostyn again castigated the parties for their litigation conduct, this is the case where we get the full analysis of why Mr. Justice Mostyn is saying what he's saying. Again, the name tells you the answer as to whether anonymity was granted. Absolutely not. He made a reporting restriction order which prohibits the naming of the children or their schools or the address, but otherwise, obviously, the parties' names were made public. I'm not going to go into the facts of the case in the interests of time and also relevance, but where we get to is paragraph 121. The default condition or starting point should be open justice, and open justice means that litigants should be named in any judgment, even if it is painful and humiliating for them, as Lord Atkinson recognised in Scott and Scott. And so there's analysis that's hinted at in A&M, but then we see the full analysis set out by Mr. Justice Mostyn here, and it starts at paragraph 78 and goes on all the way to paragraph 134. I am not going to go through all of it, but he gets on to paragraph 140, as in the slide, and he concludes section 12.1 of the 1960 Act does not allow for, that's the Administration of Justice Act, by the way, in 1960, does not actually allow for the secrecy under which financial remedy proceedings have been operating.